Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, the CloudyCrow, and today we're going to be reacting to a new style of video, whereas instead of watching the typical anime episodes, instead, we're going to be watching a video by everyone's favorite anituber, Gigguk. And after watching the special for Fate Strange Fake, I was recommended to check out a couple of Gigguk's Fate videos, and so this first one that we're going to be checking out is his video. It looks like it's about a 5-minute skit called Trying to Understand the Fate series. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I have only watched through Fate Zero. I did watch through all of Garden of Sinners, but that's not exactly, I think they're made by the same person, but they're not the same series, so I kind of understand that it's a very complicated series, and I even think it's become somewhat of a meme in the anime community, how complicated and maybe even convoluted it is. So let's see what Gigguk's opinion is on the Fate series. Fate fandom.
Hi. Can I help you? Hi. Yeah, I was interested in the Fate franchise.
Okay, so this is me. This is basically me right here.
Oh, well, come on in. Make yourself at home. Look, we're always looking for new fans to join our cause, so we're here welcoming. To make things as easy as possible. You can ask me any question. Okay, so where do I start?
Let's see.
Except that question.
Okay. Now I know Okay, so I know exactly what he means by this, because obviously I heard that the Fate series is a big series, so when I first got into it, I asked, where the heck should I start? And apparently there's like different timelines and dimensions and stuff going on here, but overall, people told me I should start with Fate Zero, but let's see what he says here.
Is there not a beginning? Do you want the long version or the short version? The short version.
Oh, God.
So in the beginning there was Fate Stay Night, which is a visual novel with 3 different routes.
Okay.
Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Feel, which needs to be played out in that exact order. Now the Fate route has been adapted once.
Those are the 3 movies, right?
2006 as an anime series. Unlimited Blade Works has been adapted twice, once by
What?
as a movie and once by Ufotable as a full series, who are also adapting Heaven's Feel, but only as a trilogy of movies.
Oh, these are the movies.
Out at the moment. I thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short version. So
oh, God.
Anime-wise, the 2016 adaptation is the beginning and serves as a good introduction to the world.
Okay.
So why can't I just start with that? Because it's shit. Oh,
I've heard that too, by the way.
Incredible are worth watching, but you can't start with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works because that spoils Fate Zero. What's
there we
Fate
go.
Zero?
So that's what I started with.
It's just a prequel that takes place before Fate Stay Night and serves as a good introduction to the world of Fate. Alright, so I'll just start with Fate Zero. Well, no, because Fate Zero spoils Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel.
What?
So in other words,
now I'm
Fate
confused.
Stay Night spoils Fate Zero. And
So
Fate
I've
Zero
unintentionally spoiled myself of the future of this series?
That makes no sense. That's why you should just read the visual novel, alright?
Okay, I'm not doing that.
Hours.
Yeah, I knew it, man.
Read the visual novel. But I
No
don't
way.
have 100 hours. Read the visual novel. Can't I just like... Read the fucking visual novel!
Okay, man, alright.
Or not. I can never agree with myself anyway.
Okay, well, that's everything, right?
Oh, God. There's more.
No. There's more? Do you want the long version or the short version?
Let's go with the short version.
The short? Well, you see, you have Fate Hollow Atraxia, which is a continuation of Fate Stay Night, but only exists in visual novel form at the moment.
What?
Adaptation.
Hollow
And
Ataraxia? I've never
Fate
even heard of
Prototype,
that.
Which is a reimagining of the whole Fate Stay Night.
I've heard of this one.
But only in a 1-episode OVA form.
Okay. That's it? No, there's gotta be more.
So that's now Fate Apocrypha.
What did he even pause for?
This includes 1 anime adaptation and 1 light novel. And of course, there's the Fate Extraverse, which is another alternate.
Okay, I've never heard of that one
includes
either.
3 games: Fate Extra Triple C.
There's games?
Fate
Oh, that's
Stellar,
pretty cool.
And of course, they also has 1 anime adaptation.
One on the
and
Switch?
Fate Extra Last Encore. Okay, so I'm guessing.
Let's just skip the long version, man.
Is that blonde chick with the sword? You mean Saber? Yes? Oh no, they're totally different characters.
Oh, God, I've heard of
Well,
this,
you see, the
man.
original Saber is meant to be King Arthur, who in Fate lore is actually a woman. Now, these other
So I know
Sabers
this.
aren't actually King Arthur. They're completely different characters who also happen to be women and also happen to be in the Saber class.
Okay. So this makes sense. I know this because in Fate Zero, or at least it was I don't know if it was implied or not, but I guess I just came to the assumption that with every Holy Grail war, there are a set number of classes. So, like, there's the Saber class, the Lancer class, and in each, or at least most Holy Grail wars, every time you're given, like, a different character that belongs to that same class. So here, we have Artoria, who's supposed to be King Arthur from the Saber class. And then here, we have some other people. I'm guessing they're other people with swords from history that are a part of the Saber class. So even though they all look very similar, they're not all technically the same person. I get this.
Okay, so you're saying that this isn't the original Saber?
No. Who is that?
That's right. And everyone here, they're different characters and look.
Whoa.
Nope. And that's right. And everyone here.
What? Who is this? A lion holding a drumstick? What? Wait, okay, hold on. So I can understand not all of these people being Saber. Although these two do look like Saber. But there's no way these three aren't the same person. They're literally in the same pose with the same sword. Why are they both up here? There's no way they're not at least the same person. But I believe this person right here, this is Joan of Arc, right? I think we saw her at the end of Fate Zero when the caster died because he, like, worshipped Joan of Arc. And my guess is that she's also a Saber class that we find out about later in the series.
One here, they're different characters and look similar. And these two Sabers are also different from each other. No. You see, one's Red Saber and the other one is Saber of Red.
What? What does that even mean? Red Saber and Saber of Red. See, now, I hope they at least have different names. Like, those are their titles. I can understand that. But I hope they at least have different names so that they're easier to keep track of. Instead of all of them being referred to as Saber. Because if I go up to someone and say, my favorite servant is Saber, they're going to be like, which one? And then I'm going to have to, you know, explain what they look like and all of this stuff instead of just being given a name. So hopefully they have names kind of like Artoria or Joan of Arc, something that immediately lets you know who they are.
No, it's pretty simple, and they aren't related to the original Saber at all. Only Saber of Red. You mean the Saber
of
red?
Red?
Or the one that looks like Saber?
Exactly! See? Because he doesn't have a name. If he would have told them the names of those people, it would have been easier. But now, this guy doesn't even know which Saber he's talking about. And he's from the Fate fandom.
Yes.
Look at that.
The original Saber's son, and Saber, King Arthur, is her dad. Wait a minute.
Whoa. So is she supposed to be, like, historically, is she supposed to be King Arthur's son? Or is she just a character that's completely unique to the Fate universe, and she's supposed to be Artoria's son? Oh, man. I have so many questions.
You literally just
so
said
little
they were all
answers.
Girls. You said it, but how does... Oh, it's basically the same as standard Arthurian legend, except this time King Arthur is given a dick by Merlin, who...
What? When do they explain this? What the heck? I mean, it's pretty easy to understand that Artoria is like a gender-swapped Arthur, like King Arthur, but what?
Can then be forced upon by her wife so she can make a baby, and then out pops Mordred as your...
Mordred, okay, so they do have names.
Standard homunculus rape baby. There's no way that's canon. Oh, it's canon. If you want to learn more
it sounds... I'm not surprised it's canon.
The mobile game Fate Go is a good starting point. Do I dare ask if I should get into Fate Go? Depends. Do you have piles of money you wish to burn and countless hours?
Oh god, so it's one of those gotchas.
Any cycle to satisfy your love for your Fate waifus that you'll never ever get back? No.
No. It's like that for every gacha though. It's like that for every gacha. Freaking Star Rail, Genshin, every single one, man. If you're not willing to burn money for waifus that you will never get back, it's literally burning money. You're not even investing. You're just tossing this money into a fire and hoping that something good comes out of it. If you're not willing to do that, I do not recommend gacha. Unless you're willing to play free-to-play like me. Well, kinda. I'm not 100% free-to-play, but I've never bought gems.
Prisma Ilia, which is a Magical Girl spin-off of the original Fate Stay Night.
A Magical Girl spin-off? That sounds cool.
Lollies kissing.
Okay, a little less cool. A little less cool.
Spin-off by Studio Ufotable, where basically the cast of Fate Stay Night cook food and stuff, and all of this is all part of the greater Nasu-verse, which to explain...
Oh! Wait. Okay. So, the Nasu-verse. That's interesting.
And all of
So, hold on.
It's all part of the greater Nasu.
Right here. Okay. So this is interesting. It's all a part of the Nasu-verse, which means even though I've seen Garden of Sinners, and I recognize Shiki here, even though she's not technically a part of the Fate series, they're all a part of the same universe? Is that correct? Because if so, that's kind of cool, man. And honestly, I feel like Garden of Sinners is slept on, man. I never hear anyone talk about it, but it's so good.
Which to explain... Alright, stop! Okay? Stop. This is too much. This is a complete clusterfuck.
I agree.
Did this get so out of control? I literally have no idea.
Yep, that makes sense. Alright, so that was the end of Gigguk's trying to understand the Fate series video, and honestly, I really liked it. It was really good. And I feel like it was such an accurate depiction of what it feels like to jump into Fate for the first time. Because I know a lot of people that have watched my Fate videos are people that are already like super knowledgeable on the Nasu-verse and all the different series. And they know the order, and maybe it's not as convoluted to them. But to me, as someone that's jumping into this for the first time, only having seen Fate Zero, it feels like my mind has just been opened up to a world of possibilities. Like, I already knew that there were other series out there, like, what's it, Unlimited Blade Works, Fate Stay Night, Fate Grand Order, Fate Apocrypha. I've heard of those, but then there's like Fate Extra and all of these others that I have never even heard of, and I don't even know if they're worth watching or not. But who knows, maybe one day I'll dive into this rabbit hole and end up watching through all of it, just like I did with Kingdom Hearts. Because I definitely was that person that recently played through every game. So I don't blame anyone that's done the same for the Fate series. I know what it's like to have everyone think that your series is super crazy and convoluted, which admittedly it probably is. But you know, if they just took the time to dive into it and truly just give it a chance, they might really end up liking it. And that's why I'm willing to dive into the Fate series, even though I know there's a long road ahead of me. But I really enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any other sort of like YouTube anime related videos or just YouTube videos in general that you want me to react to, please feel free to let me know, because honestly these videos are way less stressful to make than actual anime reactions, because I don't have to worry about editing and cutting up, so you guys are able to get a more full experience. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And with that, I'm going to head out. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the episode, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.